Welcome back to another review of Life After Lockup. My name is LaShawn J, and today we'll be reviewing Season 4, Episode 49, Busted and Disgusted.
You're pissing me off because you just keep letting her and you won't even have a conversation with me while you're all up on her like this.
All right, look, this ain't how I want to live my life.
I gotta go.
I've been sacrificing.
While you're touching all over
you can just move right in. Y'all can sleep in the same bed. Go ahead.
Why are
Whatever.
you being like that right now?
I don't care. Check this out. I just spent almost a decade in prison. This is not how I want to live my life.
Okay, guys, let's talk about it. So, the first couple I want to talk about is Chance and Taylor. All right. So, as we left off on the last episode, Taylor was tracking Chance and she was going to go find out what Chance is up to. Meanwhile, Chance was at the bar with a mysterious friend whose name is Tanya. So, Taylor gets to the bar. Before Taylor got to the bar, Tanya was talking to Chance and they were sitting down having a drink and talking. And we heard Tanya say to Chance, you know what, you just got out of jail. The first thing you did was meet some girl and have a baby with her. You didn't take no time to yourself. I mean, not some girl. I do know you love her. Then Chance looks up and he sees Taylor. And he's like, oh, shit, there go Taylor. And he waves to her and he brings Taylor. He calls her over. Taylor walks over there, her and Bobby, and she starts breaking down crying. And Chance is like, what's wrong? Why are you crying? Tanya's asking her, what's wrong? Why are you crying? So, look, I know I'm the one who keeps saying Chance is a piece of shit. Chance is a piece of shit. He is a piece of shit. But in this scenario, I'm going to play devil's advocate, okay? He actually tried to explain what he was doing. If he was being caught cheating, he wouldn't have been trying to explain himself, basically. He seemed like it wasn't a surprise or anything because it seemed something innocent. That's how I felt. I don't think he was cheating with Tanya. We clearly could see Tanya's just a friend and the situation got out of control. So he calls Taylor over. Taylor starts breaking down. Taylor's crying. Tanya's talking, trying to talk to Taylor. Taylor runs off to the bathroom. Chance looks like he's about to cry. I'm not sure if he was about to cry because Taylor caught him with a friend and now she's assuming something, or if it's because he was drinking, because clearly Chance had a little too much to drink. So Taylor goes, she wipes her face off, and she comes back out, and she tries to talk to Tanya. Meanwhile, Chance is back at the bar. He went back to the bar to get shots, doubles for everybody. He went to get a double for everybody because that's all he was drinking since he got there is doubles. He made his little Uber Eats money, and he was trying to spend it all. So he brings the shots to the table, and Taylor and Bobby, before he brought it to the table, Taylor and Bobby's questioning Tanya, and she's like, you know what, I don't know who you are, what is going on? And she was like, well, I'm Chance's friend. And Bobby and Taylor's like, but we don't know nothing about you. We don't know you. And she's like, I'm shocked to hear that you don't know nothing about me because we're friends. So Chance come over. He brings the shots, and his friend is trying to take the drinks from him. And he's trying to explain to Taylor, hey, if I would have told you that I was meeting a friend, my friend Tanya, the one you saw in the phone, how would you have reacted? Would you have allowed me to go? Would you made it a problem? Like, how would you have reacted? And you know what? She's like, she was not really saying anything because she knows deep down she wouldn't want him to go and meet up with Tanya because Taylor has insecure issues. And like I said, I'm playing devil's advocate. Yes, Chance is not shit. But in this scenario, okay, well, in this specific, just that little portion of the scenario, I understood where Chance was coming from because Taylor do track him constantly. She's always on his back, where he's going, what he's doing. Yes, they do have a newborn baby. She was pregnant, all of this. But then again, this man did just get out of jail. He didn't even adjust to living his regular life or adjust to society yet. And she got him in the house. She already had 3 kids. She's pregnant. it's a lot of bills and mouths to feed. So it seems like the pressure of society and just everyday living is starting to take a toll on Chance. This is why he's been distant to her and he's been acting the way he's acting towards her. But in that instant, when she came to the bar and she popped up on him after tracking him, he did try to explain to her what is going on here. This is a friend of mine. You and Chance in a relationship, Taylor. Sometimes y'all can't communicate sometimes. You have friends who you able to express yourself to and will tell you, hey, well, this is not the right approach. And you know what? That's just everyday life, right? You talk to Bobby when Chance is getting on your nerves and he's doing things wrong. You vent to her. He right now doesn't have no family. He does have his friends, and that's who he's venting to. So he's trying to explain this to Taylor. Hey, this is his friend. Is what you're thinking is nothing like this. I just wanted to hang out with my friend and talk and just chill. Taylor don't care nothing about that. Now, they was trying to take the shots from Chance. Chance is fighting for his shots. He's like, you know what? If y'all don't allow me to drink here, I'm going to just go to another bar. And he's telling Taylor, look, I'm going to just get wasted and call my friend and just spend the night at my friend's house. Because he's clearly checked out this relationship. It seems like he just doesn't want to deal with this anymore. So Chance is trying to find a back door. After they trying to take the shots from him and he doesn't want them to take his shots, he's trying to get out of here. He wants to go to another bar. He wants to continue partying. He thought he was going to get drunk and go home, but now the problems came to him. So he's like, you know what? I'm leaving here. I'm going to go somewhere else. He's trying to find a back door, and Tanya is trying to calm him down. Taylor's just mad that Tanya's touching on him, and he's constantly screaming at her, which he shouldn't have been screaming at her, but he's drunk. But he's calm with Tanya. Yeah, again, I think that's just because the relationship he has with Tanya, he's able to express himself a little bit better with Tanya than he could express himself with Taylor. Is that right? No, it's not. It's not right at all. This is why Taylor needed to leave his ass a long time ago. Okay? What he's doing isn't right, but if she gonna put up with it, hey, I don't say she deserve it, but it is what it is. She gonna get what she keeps putting up with, basically. So he exits. He's trying to get to a back door. He goes to the bathroom. He goes through the bathroom, thinking there's a back door past the bathroom. I don't know what he was doing in the bathroom. Tanya follows him in the bathroom, and then he says to Tanya, "Oh, you're gonna make Taylor hella jealous."
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
And she laughed about that. I don't know if he was just drunk. He was saying that. I don't know if he wants Tanya to make Taylor jealous. I don't know what went on in that bathroom. Yeah, Tanya shouldn't have been following him in the bathroom, whether she's trying to calm him down or whatever. I feel like, I don't know what's going on. I do feel like Tanya is a friend, but I really don't know that bathroom scenario, what that was. So they come out the bathroom and Chance is clearly drunk. He's irate. He's screaming. He's yelling. He's just like, everybody get away from me. Okay. Taylor is saying that he's embarrassing her and she doesn't even want to be there. And I'm just thinking to myself, Taylor, just leave. You have 4 kids that you have to take care of at home. Why are you still there? Like, you're going to chase after Chance? Like, she's like, oh, you're not even supposed to be drinking because you're on parole and you could get arrested because you're the one drunk. He's trying to get into his truck and drive off and get away from Taylor. Taylor, just leave. Like, she's so scared to leave Chance with Tanya. Why? Because he gonna be around Tanya regardless if you like it or not. Why? What are you scared of? The same things you scared of is the same thing that's gonna happen, honey. Just let it go. So they're outside screaming at each other. Chance is screaming at her. Tanya's trying to calm Chance down. It's just chaos. And the whole time I'm just thinking, why is Taylor still there? Taylor and Bobby should have left a long time ago. Oh, this is your friend? Okay. Whether I believe it's your friend or not, all right. I'm done. And went home, packed his stuff, changed the locks, and that's that. Okay? You gonna have your friend come and pick up your clothes on the porch When your friend, after you revive from all them doubles you was drinking, after your friend picks you up that you called, come get your clothes on the front porch and go on with your life. That's what Taylor should have did. But no, Taylor want to stay and babysit Chance. Clearly, he's trying to get time away from you. What are you doing? So, Chance is still screaming at her. He's like, look, he's tired of her controlling him. He's tired of her tracking him. He's tired of her telling him who he could be friends with and what he could do, when he could do it, where he could do it, how he could do it. Okay, he's tired of the responsibility of the kids. He's tired of the responsibility of the bills. He's tired of everything. So Taylor loses it. She starts screaming because Chance is getting ready to leave and he's like, you need a ride? And he don't even care about what's going on with Taylor or Bobby. He's just like, look, I already told her, go on. She don't want to leave. I'm done. So he's like, Tanya, you need a ride? And Taylor starts screaming, no, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. I don't know you, but you just got her touching you, feeling on you, and why you screaming at me? And Taylor starts screaming. And I was like, I didn't know you had it in you, Taylor. I didn't think you get mad at all. So Chance eventually leaves. Now, I don't know if he left with Tanya because a car pulled up and he did say a friend was going to come and pick him up. I don't know if Tanya got in the car also because we don't know how Tanya got there because we clearly saw Chance pull up to the parking lot and he got there on his own. So I don't know if Tanya got in the car with Chance and the friend, but Chance left and Taylor breaks down and she's having a panic attack. Again, Chance is definitely a piece of shit because the way he treats Taylor and everything she has done for him and is continued doing for him, and she just had a baby with him and she could be having like postpartum and everything. She's constantly in the house with the kids. He doesn't help. He doesn't clean up. He doesn't cook. He hardly holds the baby, plays with the kids, any of that. And now he's not even working. So he's a piece of shit for the way he treats her and the way he treated her in this episode and not being more sensitive and considerate to how she's feeling and what she's assuming. Yes, it's wrong for her to assume that everybody you're around or you can't have friends. That's very frustrating because she's extremely jealous and she wants to track you, whatever the case is. But still, that's your girlfriend. I really thought they were married, but they're not. My bad. That's your girlfriend. That's your partner. That's your child's mother. And you should have been a little bit more considerate about how she's feeling. And you saw her crying. You did not get up to console her not one time. And all you did was scream at her, even though she was in the wrong for tracking you. Because again, relationships need some kind of boundaries. If y'all don't have no boundaries and one person gets to be intrusive and controlling and violate somebody's privacy, nobody's going to like that. You're just going to push the person away. So if he didn't set no boundaries in the relationship and allowed Taylor to do these things, so Taylor thinks like it's okay to constantly track him, follow him, question him about everything. So that's how their relationship was laid out. That's the way the path is going to continue to follow. He doesn't like it. But you know what? He should have told her, hey, came to her, console her. Hey, this is my friend. Sit down, talk to her. This is just a friend of mine. And I didn't tell you because you'd get jealous. I mean, he did try to explain that to her, but he was a piece of shit for constantly yelling at her. Again, she just had a baby. She could be dealing with postpartum. We don't know. I'm assuming she could be. I'm not putting that out there. We don't know what she's going through with everything on her hormones and everything, but he shouldn't have been screaming at her like that. And Taylor, it's either you gonna leave him alone or at least stop tracking him. Like, just stop tracking him. Stop breathing down his neck. Because, again, if somebody want to do something, they're going to do it. Whether you track their phone, whether you catch them in the act, it's going to get done if they want to do it. Like, let's let that go. All right? I know Taylor is so young. She's very young. And she still have a lot to learn. But, Taylor, no more babies in a relationship. That's just that. Okay? 4 is enough. You're still young. You still have a lot of dating to do. No more babies. Like I said, Chance is a piece of shit, but I do have to say, like I said, he tried to explain to Taylor what was going on, and the situation definitely got out of control because he was drinking. No, I don't think he's cheating with her. She's constantly telling him he needs to go see a sponsor. It seemed like they were friends from back in the day before he even got arrested and kept in touch while he was in prison. He's just, yeah. Taylor's not going to leave him alone. So if you like it, I love it. I'm not going to keep not liking him. And Taylor's the one who want to keep dealing with it. Now, let's get on to Derek and Monique. So, last episode, we saw somebody was knocking at the door. Monique opens the door, and it's her godmother and another sister. I'm like, how many sisters Monique got? So, they all gathered at the table, and Derek is getting interrogated. It's like he's at a police station, and the detectives are on him. So they start asking him question after question. Before he could even answer the question, they asking him a question. So they asking him about the cheating. And, it's saying that he don't deserve Monique. And all of these things. So, Derek is like, wait, I don't deserve Monique? Look, the cheating stuff happened. We wasn't together. We was broken up. And both of them agreed that they was going to move past this because clearly they together now. And he all the way in Chicago came to see Monique. So they're breathing, they going at him. Derek pulls up a chair. He's sitting next to Monique, right? Monique is not saying anything though. And it's crazy that Monique allows her family to interrogate Derek like this and come at him while he's by himself like this. But she doesn't like the way Derek's family is treating her. And not only that, his grandmother, Big Ma, was welcoming to you. So, you know what? So, Derek pulls up a chair next to Monique. And we hear, ding, text message come through. And everybody's like, who's that? Who's that? Yeah, he's still cheating on you. Yeah, he's still cheating on you. So Derek is like, it's nobody. So they all pressuring him. Who's that? Who's that? He runs upstairs to like whatever he did with the phone. Again, no boundaries. Y'all got into this relationship without saying, look, you don't touch my phone. I don't touch your phone. I don't track you. You don't track me. Because if this is the type of person you are, then me and you don't need to be together because I'm not about to stalk you and you stalk me back. Like, I mean, unless y'all into that stalking stuff, fine.
Stop it. Get some help.
Again, if you like it, I love it. So he runs upstairs. I don't know what he did with the phone. I don't know if he deleted it. Honestly, I think he did delete it, but I don't know. When he comes back down, everybody's back on him like, see, he disrespecting you again. Look, he got somebody texting him. Who was texting him? So now Monique want to know because, she already cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So she want to know who was texting Derek. So Derek is trying to get away from her. He sits down and he's trying to show her who was texting him. Monique swiped that phone so fast. I was like, what? Swiping, no swiping. She swiped that phone so fast. I was like, this is the fastest I've ever seen Monique move when she grabbed that phone. She move and even talks extremely slow. But when it came to that phone, her reflexes just snap right in. So she swipes the phone and goes in the bathroom. And she's like, get him, y'all, get him. She got her whole family on little Derek. On little Derek. All her family, all of them, on little ass Derek to stop him from getting in the bathroom. Now, if Monique would have went to Derek's family house and they would have did that to Monique, I wonder how she would feel about that. How would she feel if they ambushed her like that? She wouldn't like it at all. I felt like that was wrong. She should have just told them to stay out her business. But clearly she can't tell them that because she's over there telling her family all of her business. She's telling them everything negative in the relationship. You really think they're going to ever accept him when all you give them is negative things about this man? They're going to constantly try to drive a wedge in between y'all and push y'all far apart because they're not seeing any good in him. They don't want you to be with him. And then when you go report back to them about all the negative things that's happening in the relationship, it's going to make it worse. So they crowded Derek. It was like a stampede over there. Derek had no chance. The phone was gone. So now Monique is going through the phone. And Monique is looking and she's saying, oh, this is the girl from the club. And it was like, did that girl really give Derek her number? But so according to Monique, it was the girl from the club. So the girl is texting Derek and sending her pictures. They go through his Instagram. She was like, Derek's telling the girl in the text messages, if you can't be my freak for one night, then I don't want to talk to you. And then the girl is like, something about me being a freak for one night will turn into a year. I was like, okay. So next thing we see, Derek and Monique, they sitting down and she's asking him about who's this girl? And he's like, yo, it's nothing. These pictures is old. Everything is old. And in the confessional, Derek gonna say, you know what? My phone is like a Pornhub site. And I mean, I'm pretty sure that's all guys' phones. So they're just guys. So her family is pressuring her to call the girl. And I'm like, wait a minute. If I'm not mistaken, Monique is 34 years old, right? She's 34. Her sisters are in their 30s, I think. I really don't know the ages. But I'm pretty sure we're a little too old to be How many people you gonna call? You gonna call his whole phone contact list in his phone? Like, why are you calling this girl, Monique? How much more evidence do you need that he's doing something? So they like, call the girl. It's like, I'm like, all right, we be back in high school. Call her. Let her know that's your man. And what's she doing with your man, sending your man pictures. So you calling a girl, but your man didn't know that he had a girl before he was hitting her up, telling her that he wanted a freak for one night. Your man didn't know that he had a girl when he went out looking for somebody else to talk to. So you're going to call the girl. What is that going to do? Okay. So she calls the girl and she's questioning the girl. And the girl's like, yeah, I don't know no Derek, but I'm a club promoter. And she's like, what club you work at? She's like, I'm in Georgia. And Monique is trying to figure out, when did Derek go to Georgia? You track him once, you're going to be tracking him for the rest of your life, Monique. You just going to be chasing after that man. So they're like, so Monique, what you going to do? You said you was going to kick his ass. What you going to do now? She was like, yeah, it's getting kind of late and I'm gonna talk to him. Then we see Monique tells him to pack his stuff and get out the house. So she kicks Derek out for allegedly cheating or texting a club promoter. I don't know. Because the sisters was calling the girl thirsty, and I'm like, well, Derek is kind of thirsty too because he got a girl and he knows he has a girl. The club promoter don't know nothing about your girl. How y'all calling her thirsty? She just was responding to somebody trying to hit her up, texting her. Your man is thirsty. Derek, that's the thirsty one. The one who's been sleeping all over town. He's seeming a little thirsty. So she kicks Derek out. We all know that's not going to last, but it is what it is. So let's get into it about Puppy and Amber. So we see Puppy. She's at the house. She's cleaning up the junkiest room ever. I don't know who's more junkier. Is it Taylor and Chance or Puppy? I don't know. That room was a mess. And she's like, she's going to try to sell some stuff. And Queen is like, yeah, these red bottoms could go for a good $700 because you do owe me some rent. So Puppy knew she had to pay rent and she knew she ain't had no job. So I don't know why she over there arguing with Amber and all up in Amber business instead of filling out job applications. It don't make no sense to me. So Puppy is cleaning out her room. She says she about to sell some stuff and she's talking to Queen and telling Queen about the situation that happened and went down between her, Amber, and TC. And Queen is just like, yeah, that's crazy. Amber needs to leave TC alone. We see Amber, she and TC sitting down, they talking. And again, Amber's crying, breaking down. TC's face is stone. He has no emotions. He explained to her, yeah, he didn't know how to react in that situation. He don't like her drinking and that he does love her and they basically going to try to get past this. She calls her mom. She tells her mom her and TC just had a conversation. I mean, it was not that deep of a conversation to me, but the way she seemed and she was telling it to her mother, it seemed like it was some kind of deep conversation. TC still was emotionless. He still was cold to her. He really didn't even hold her or anything. Like, still. So, next thing we see Amber walking into the house and she's just like, I'm done with this. And she calls Puppy and she's like, come meet me at the house. And they go, Puppy comes to the house and she's like, Amber, I've been screaming your name. Where you at? She's like, I didn't hear you. So she tells Amber when Amber gets to the house, she's like, you know what? I'm done. I'm constantly cleaning up after 3 grown men. And I didn't even tell you what this man says to me. He told me that he's not attracted to me anymore. And he's said that the whole baby situation, it was on purpose. It wasn't an accident. And also, he told her something else. The baby situation wasn't an accident. And her drinking. He tired of her drinking. He don't like her drinking. And he blamed everything on her drinking. Amber wakes up upset because TC's not showing her no love or affection. And he gonna blame it on her drinking. They even show a scene when Amber is like, yeah, I'm about to head to the gym. And TC's like, about time. Been telling you to go to the gym. It's gonna make you feel better. It's gonna make me feel better. So, I mean, Amber did gain some weight, but she's not like a 600-pound lifer. Like, what? She look okay. I mean, she look fine. She just needs to spruce up and go get her hair done, put a little makeup on, and she be good, TC. I don't know why you think nobody don't want Amber out there because somebody will snatch her up. Okay, one man's trash is another man's treasure. All right? She's not a 600-pounder. Like, she's fine. She gained weight. All right, that's life. She can move past that and she can find somebody way better. So she tells Amber all of this. I mean, she tells Puppy all of this, and Puppy's like, wow, that's crazy. And she starts crying again because TC did a number on Amber. I'm going to tell you this. He did a number on her. I ain't never seen Amber cry this much. In all the years I've been watching Life After Lockup and Love After Lockup. And she been breaking down this whole season. He did a number on her emotionally, did a number. She gonna need therapy after she leave him. So she calls Queen. She's like, call Queen. Tell Queen to bring whoever. And come on, we got to get this stuff up out of here because most of this stuff in this house, this is my stuff. I bought this stuff. I paid for all of this in this house. So they start packing up. Queen come with the muscle. I was like, okay, Queen, what's your number? I need a friend like you around. So Queen comes with the muscle and they start. Amber's like, this is what I need. Everything that says me on it is mine. And we taking all this shit. And they come and they start grabbing shit up. And next thing you know it, guess who's pulling up in the driveway? TC. TC little bony self ain't gonna do nothing. So Queen could take him. Trust me. I wouldn't mess with Queen if I was him. So, yeah. Amber's packing her shit and she's getting up out of here. And I'm so happy for her. Because if she stayed in that relationship, oh my goodness. She gonna end up, oh my goodness, nothing. Anyways, next couple we gonna talk about is Aries and Cameron. So we see Aries' dad is about to come through, and Cameron walks down the stairs. He got his grill and his flag is hanging out his pocket, and Aries is like, flag up, teeth out. My daddy is coming. This is my daddy. This ain't our friends. We're not about to hang out. This is my father. So he fixes up real quick. Her father comes over and he's just like, these two look exactly the same. They have the same exact face. And when he says that, I was like, they really do. They look like twins. Oh my goodness. Her father spit her out. So she sits down. They all sitting down. And I'm just like, why every time I see Aries, she have clothes that's at least 10 sizes too small? Not one, not two. I'm saying it 10. All right. The last time when, what's it this time? They was in the baby room. Yeah, it was this time. Later on in this episode. She had the little, jumper on, going up her whole butt crack. Like, come on, Aries, you pregnant now. Find some maternity clothes. You being filmed. Everything is too small for you. Sweatpants. Hello? You never heard of them? So she got this little summer thing on, and he's like, why are you wearing this? Because, you know, he won't tell you pregnant. Now, Aries always had a little pudge stomach, but there's no way her father did not know she was pregnant. There is no way he did not know she was pregnant. That's how I feel. So, the father come, Aries goes upstairs to change, and Cameron and Aries' dad is talking, and he was just letting him know, hey, you know what? I know I didn't ask you for your daughter's hands in marriage. I did it this way because, you know, when I first came out of jail, I didn't want to run back to the streets. I wanted to settle down and I wanted to do it quickly so I could just be focused on the family life and not get sidetracked and go back to the streets. The father's just like, you know what? I understand, but now y'all don't got no kids together, and you know what? Just try to take it slow because when you start fast, you're going to end fast.
Big eating, right?
It's facts! It's facts! It's in our facts. These facts is in our facts. It's in our facts. It's facts!
So, Cameron is just like, little do he know. So we see Aries, Lena, and the father. They're at an ice cream shop. And they're getting ice cream. And he's talking to Lena. He asks Lena, how does she like her new stepdad? And Lena says, you know what, Cameron is a great stepdad. And it seemed like he's a good dude. He's treats them like queens. And he always helps her with her homework. And she likes him. So Aries comes and tells her father, hey, I know me getting married was a surprise. I know it was fast, but I'm pregnant.
What the fuck?
And the father's like, so I tell them to slow down and they go faster. That's kids for you. You want them to do something? Tell them the opposite. Tell them, go ahead. Just run straight to it. Let me know how it work out for you. Then they're going to be like, oh, wait a minute. Why? He don't care what I do. Maybe I should slow down. Yeah, next time, just tell her the opposite. If you want anything to happen, because usually kids, they just do the exact opposite of what you tell them. So the father's shocked. She was like, yeah, we're going to have a baby. It's a girl. Her name going to be Charlie. And he's like, that's a boy's name. And she's like, that's a girl's name too. But yeah, like her father was saying, I told y'all to slow down and y'all gonna move faster. Her father was like, Aries thinks like everything is gonna be rose petals, butterflies, and plums. But reality gonna hit her soon. And like her father says, the faster you go, the faster you start, the faster you end. But that's all. That's about all we really saw about them. Not too much. Um, Aries later on when they got back, Aries and Cameron had a talk. They was talking about his sisters coming, and he was telling her, you know what, I want you and my sisters, I want you to apologize for not showing up at the party that they had for me. And she was like, but I was sick, so didn't you tell him? And I was like, he's like, no, I ain't tell him nothing. I told him you ain't want to come because of the way you was acting about going to the party. And she was like, but I was sick. And he was like, look, just like you wanted me to apologize to your father that I ain't even know, and that was your job to tell your father you get married and introduce me to your father because that's your father, you're supposed to put that into play. It's the same way I want you to apologize to my sisters because they threw me a welcome home party and you didn't show up. Especially you being my wife. They came to your wedding. They had the cutout of their father and everything. And you couldn't even show up. They supported you at your wedding. You couldn't support their event. So, yeah, he was like letting her know, look, I need you to apologize to my sister. And she was like, do I think they need an apology? No. Aries, they need an apology. You should have went to that party, okay? They was welcoming you into the family. You didn't know their brother but for 2 days. And a lot of family members would not support that, would not come to your wedding, would not be as encouraging as they was. And you just basically you could have popped your head in. I said that the first time when it happened on Love After Lockup. You could have popped your head in. You could have showed up. That was rude. That was very rude. But hopefully she apologized because yeah, if I was Cameron, I wouldn't go for that. You want me to treat your family one way, you gonna treat my family the same way. It's equal. The same way. Let's get into Sean and Sarah. All we really saw is that Sarah's at ice cream shop, donut shop. I think that was at a Dunkin' Donuts. Sarah and Abby, they're eating donuts, waiting for Anthony, not Sean. Sean is at home with the baby. Anthony's coming, and Anthony came to tell Abby that he's her father. He tells Abby he's a father, and she was laughing. Then it seemed like she started crying, but she kept saying she was laughing. He went to hold her. He consoled her. He let her know, I know I haven't been there. I'm going to be there. And you know what? I love you. Sorry. Sarah and Anthony talked for a bit. He was like, you know what? I'm kind of scared. I just want to stay sober so I could be a part of her life, but I'm kind of scared I might fall off the wagon or fall on. He's scared that he might not remain sober. And Sarah's like, you know what? I know it's scary because I'm scared that I might not remain sober either, but I'm going to just let you know this. You mess up and that's it. And it's not to threaten you, but it is for Abby's sake. So we can't have you in and out, in and out, in and out. It's either you in or you out. Brittany and Marcelino, there's nothing much happened. The kids was eating dinner. Marcelino went in the back to give us this whole backstory of him and Brittany that we already saw played out on TV. He went through the photo album. He cut out a picture. He went to her. He proposed a vow renewal, and she said yes. That's all we really saw about Brittany and Marcelino. It was not too much of them. Final thoughts. Chance and Taylor, they need a break from each other. Chance is not handling the situation between him and Taylor. He's not handling his kids and work, bills, girlfriend, all the stresses of life too good. He's breaking down. Him and Lindsay cannot take pressure, clearly. Taylor needs to leave Chance alone and let it be what it is. If he needs to go, just let him go. Stop trying to keep somebody that don't want to be there. Just let him go. Derek and Monique. Oh my goodness. Like I said, Monique is wrong, okay? You don't let your family bombard him. You decided to continue a relationship with Derek after he cheated on you. And you should have let your family know, hey, we came here to come together and talk and hang out. I didn't know this was a gang up on Derek. She's supposed to take her man's side, at least because she chose to stay with this man. So you choosing to stay with him means that you're going to have his back. You can't tell him, I forgive you and we should work on it. And then in the next site, you gang up on him with your family. Like, that's crazy. Like, what? I feel like Monique was in the wrong for that situation. That's my opinion. And she shouldn't have had her family gang up on Derek like that. I feel like she should have had his back and explained to her family, regardless of what I tell you when I'm venting to you, when me and him are going through situations that do not give you the go ahead to gang up on him and interrogate him and treat him like this. But instead of doing that, she decided to go along with her family and do this. I don't think it's right, personally, because if that was done to Monique, she wouldn't appreciate it at all. Derek has tried his best. Well, I'm exaggerating a little bit. Not his best, but he has tried to make his family come over to the fact that he wants to be with Monique. And I did not ever see him allow his family to gang up on Monique or just completely disrespect her like that. What they did, it was just at their own will and just on their own feelings. And he tried a little bit more than Monique did in this episode. He tried to make sure that when his sisters was ganging up on her, he'll say something like, nah, don't do that. Or Monique said nothing and she just sat there and made it worse. So those are my final thoughts on this episode. Please tune in next week for the season finale. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my videos and would like to be notified every time I upload a new video.